What'd you think of that second quarter unit to start the second? You don't have Kevin or Steph in there. It's you and second unit seemed to definitely get a defensive boost. What did you think about that group?
Yeah, I think we were definitely really good defensively. I think we got it going pretty good. I was telling the guys at the end of that, that cycle or that rotation, we were +6. So we did our job boosting the league. And, I really like that group. I like playing with those guys. It's kind of a different type of offense with that group, but it's fun to play with. And, we really turned defense into offense when that group was in there, and it was fun.
DRAYMOND, Andre said he feels like he's been in a good group for about a month or so, and stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, whether it's the way he's rebounding or making the extra pass. What kind of lift did he give you guys down the stretch, and maybe some of the things he does that aren't as noticed?
I mean, Andre's one of those guys that what he does for a team will never show up in the stat sheet. Even if he scored 20 points, what he does still won't show up. But he was definitely great for us tonight. He made some big shots for us, timely shots. He did what Andre does. Great defense. Making an extra pass, extra cuts that forced the defense to make a reaction and get someone else shots. He was really good for us tonight.
DRAYMOND, when you guys play a team, it makes you work for it on offense. In what ways is that good for you? Because it's like you got to beat these guys with defense, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, just to see different stuff throughout the season. You have to continue to grow. I think we definitely, got it done on the defensive end tonight. Holding those guys to 14 points there in the third quarter was what really sparked it for us. And once we do that, the offense will get going. We'll score points off our defense. So, that was good. It's good, always good to have that type of game, especially against a team who, a lot of people say, oh, they're not that talented. Although they have some talented guys, but you wouldn't put them up there with the most talented team in the league, but yet they play extremely hard. And when you play that hard, you give yourself a chance to win the game. And they were pretty much in the game the entire game. So, it was definitely one of those games that tried to grind it out, but it was good for us.
How good does the type of game you play defensively, personally, and not commit a foul?
I'm still mad at my one foul I got. He told me I was out of bounds and I screamed and I wasn't. But, I don't really play not to foul. It's sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But, to go a whole game without. Oh, so that screen wasn't a foul.
Right. Yeah.
It's just a violation.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, man, well, it still wasn't a violation. But,
you got a 0.
See, that's disappointing because the whole time in the second quarter, I'm thinking like I got one foul, I can't pick up my second. Oh, that's crazy. All right, thanks. Now I know. Wow. All right. No, so, to not pick up a foul, I think I was pretty good defensively. And, to do that without fouling, is great. Although, like I said, I don't play not to foul. Obviously, there's times when I think the last 2 games I've been in foul trouble, and there's times where you just, have to play without fouling. But other than that, I like to stay aggressive. Take some chances sometimes. Try to take chances that doesn't put me out of position. But, I think I did a good job tonight, defending without fouling. After a couple games, one I fouled out and then one where I think I had 5 fouls last game at the 9-minute mark in the fourth quarter. So it was good.
Building and finding out and learning about yourselves as far as responding to runs, especially late in the game. They try to pull it close, but then you guys burst it right open.
One thing we're doing is we're figuring out what things to go to. When we need to stop a run, what sets do we need to run, in order to just get a good shot. At the end of the day, you can't guarantee a bucket, but if you get a good shot, that's all you can ask for. And we're starting to figure those things out as we continue to play together, and that's good. Because there's going to be times like that throughout the rest of the season, of course, in the playoffs, where a team go on a run and you got to go to something to stop that run. And so I think we're doing a better job of that, and we need to continue to grow in that area. Although it's gotten better.
Great. Thanks. We'll have Steph in here in just a minute.